In this video, I wanted to go over how you send commands to the LED notifier on the reComputer 1000. The idea here is pretty simple. You just use echo to send the commands to the hardware. There is a specific command format where you start with the name of the effect you want, followed by the color expressed in red, green, and blue values. The next variable is the internal animation speed, which you usually want to be 100 milliseconds or less. And then finally, how many times to loop through that animation. I should say it is possible to get yourself in trouble here by putting a big number for either of these last ones. I probably should be checking that in firmware, but here we are. And then you want to make sure that's getting sent to the device, which in this case is Dev Notifier. And that's just using a little udev rule to change the usual USB TTY thing. So you can see that gives us a few red flashes. If you wanted to run that, say, 5 times, just change that to 5. If you wanted it a little bit more frantic, you could lower this speed. Maybe not so frantic. And of course, you could change the color. So it's full red now. We could make that full green. Or even, a combination of green and blue. Get a little teal action going. And so on. I'm just going to run through a couple of the other effects here. We have flash, which does probably what you're expecting. We'll do that again, all red. That's pretty intense. We could say slow that down and only do it 2 times. There's also chase, which is a little marquee kind of thing. Particularly one I'm happy with is Larson. Do that 5 times. That kind of bounces back and forth, a little Cylon effect. Then there are actually some that don't take the colors into account. These are kind of, I guess you'd say, for lack of a better word, like scripted. So if you do police, you'll do a red and blue, even though, the command that says only red. You also have, along those same lines, be careful not to do this for too long, is the rainbow effect, which will just smoothly cycle through colors. I should mention that I originally intended to write some kind of a wrapper program for this to make the whole process a bit more user-friendly, and that's something I still might do. But for my purposes, the one-line echo commands have been really easy to implement into bash scripts and that sort of thing, so I've been happy with it so far.